Hey everyone, it's Brooke, it's Wellness Wednesday. Just jumping on real quick to talk about forgiveness and letting go and what that looks like. I think a lot of times that we think sort of that forgiveness is about forgetting, and that's actually not what it's about. It's about letting go and living in the present instead of staying stuck in the past and not having the ability to move forward. It is when you live in a resentment and a sort of negative headspace, when you are holding on a negative attachment, that is like a blockage in your journey, in your progress emotionally and sometimes physically. And you have to let it go. You have to get all the feelings out, write them down, get them out of your body, get them out into the universe, and then release them. Because if it stays inside of you, it's just going to cause health problems for you. You can't sit in resentment without your fingers getting pruny for too long. And it's really important to focus on letting go. So ways that I like to work on forgiveness, I write down sort of what I'm feeling and how it's affecting me. And then I also look at what happened, which is another piece of the puzzle, because a lot of times we sit and we create and embellish whole new scenarios other than what happened to us. We add like a spin on it to victimize ourselves, which is another blockage for us. And it causes us not to be able to move forward with our lives. And when you are living in the past, you are not living at your best version of yourself. You're sort of living in this angry, negative headspace that nobody kind of wants to be around, and you're blocking yourself off from opportunities that great opportunities, to move forward and sort of find a new groove. So forgiveness is way important in your life. Letting go is huge, and it actually does something for you, not for the person that's harmed you, right? So it causes a serenity within you, an indifference to the situation and to the person, and that's where your power lies. You can feel any way that you want to feel. It's how you react that matters. And a lot of times when we sit in resentment and anger, we victimize ourselves. We have these embellished scenarios that never happened where we're the victims and poor me. And, it just allows us to sort of sit in this awful, stuck, kind of icky, slimy space. So when you do work on forgiveness, have the willingness to forgive the person, write your feelings out, write out what happened. And you know what? If you're not ready to forgive, it's okay. Give yourself a break and move on and wait for the next day. Maybe you'll be ready tomorrow. Maybe it'll be next week. But eventually you're going to be ready to forgive that person. And when you are, it's going to feel so amazing, and you're going to catapult yourself into a new level of consciousness and empowerment. When you look at arguments and how you react and how you forgive someone and move forward, you're actually empowering yourself. You're giving yourself the ability to look back in hindsight and say, you know what? I handled that really well. And yes, this person hurt me, but I'm not going to allow myself to sit and be a victim for the rest of my life and hinder my personal growth for this person who, sort of tosses me aside and makes me feel like I'm not an important part of their life, or that they don't have respect for me, whatever the situation may be. So it's really, really huge. It does you a favor, not them. And, when we all work on forgiveness, we're all putting ourselves in a place of empowered action, and we're sort of raising our energetic frequency to a higher vibration, and we're rolling with our purpose and moving into a new space for ourselves. So it's sort of like clearing out the clutter, clear out your emotional clutter. Forgive. Don't hold expectations for people. You're gonna have resentments, okay? Don't expect anything from anybody. Nobody owes you anything in this world, right? When I give people gifts, I give them a gift. I don't expect anything in return. I don't expect certain behavior. I don't expect anything from you. Thank you. That you accept my gift is more than enough for me to sort of move forward. I'm using that because it's a simple example, but it's really huge to work on forgiveness, and forgiveness of self is just as important. So forgive yourself for your actions in the situation. If you allowed things to go on too long and allowed yourself to be treated poorly, forgive yourself, recognize it, and move on. When we live in the present and today and the future, we're allowing ourselves to be the best version of who we can be. And you live in a place where you truly find gratitude, abundance, and joy. So that's all I got for this week. I hope you guys enjoy your last official week of summer. It's almost Labor Day and the kids are going back to school. Bye, guys.